At 6:42 a.m., off the rugged coast of Somalia, 5 men ride a battered fiberglass skiff through rough gray water. No flag, no name, no radio beacon, just an outboard motor coughing smoke, 2 rust-stained fuel cans, and a dented aluminum ladder lying across the bow. They're not fishermen. They're armed, focused, moving fast. Ahead of them, on the hazy horizon, floats a silhouette, large, slow, and gray. To their eyes, it looks like a cargo ship, probably unescorted, maybe even empty, exactly the kind of vessel that usually folds under a little pressure. But what they don't know is that this cargo ship isn't a freighter. It's a U.S. Navy destroyer, bristling with sensors, radars, and nearly 300 trained sailors who have seen this exact dance before. From the pirate's angle, the ship looks harmless. The radar dome could be mistaken for a container stack, the helicopter hangar for cargo. Even the ship's sleek lines seem too clean for a warship. But inside that steel hull are 9,000 tons of American firepower, and a bridge crew already watching every pixel of their approach. No warning shots, no flares, just silence and optics. On the bridge, the captain leans over the console, eyes locked on the infrared feed. A small, fast-moving craft. No flags, no transponder, no hesitation. Someone on the bridge whispers, almost under their breath, "Please let them turn around." But the skiff keeps coming, bow up, engine screaming, slicing through the swells, still thinking they've found an easy payday. What they don't realize is that for the next 14 minutes, the U.S. Navy will show exactly how to end a fight without ever pulling the trigger. The watch begins. In the Combat Information Center, sailors are already tracking the contact. They don't even need radar. Electro-optical sensors are locked in, showing 5 armed men on deck. No nets, no lines, no signs of fishing. One holds an AK pattern rifle. Another uses binoculars to track the destroyer's movement. This isn't random drift. It's an intercept run. Bridge to CIC, the officer of the deck calls. Fast-moving contact bearing 118. Closest point of approach, under 3 nautical miles. Intercept in 10 minutes. Inside CIC, the room hums with quiet professionalism. No shouting, no panic, just process. Phase 1, rules of engagement, is declared. Cameras start logging. Electronic warfare systems shift to passive scan, listening to radio chatter, not transmitting. 50 caliber stations on deck remain unmanned, but crews stand ready, waiting for orders. Maintain course, the captain says calmly. No aggressive action. Let them show intent. The destroyer adjusts heading by 5 degrees, subtle, controlled, deliberate. This isn't about fear, it's about posture. 3 contacts. 2 minutes later, new blips appear on the screen. 2 additional skiffs entering from different bearings, closing in wide. New contacts, bearings 105 and 132, a technician reports. Estimated coordinated movement, not a robbery, not curiosity. This is a swarm tactic, classic pirate maneuver. The captain gives one simple order: launch the Seahawk. The sky awakens below deck. The MH-60R Seahawk helicopter powers up. Twin engines spool to a rising whine as the flight crew scrambles. This isn't a combat loadout. No missiles, no torpedoes, just sensors, flares, and an unmistakable presence. Within seconds, the rotors are chopping the morning air. The helicopter pivots off the destroyer's stern, nose low, banking east toward the contacts. From 800 feet up, the sea tells a different story. 3 skiffs, narrow hulls, low profile, each carrying 2 to 5 men. They're not fishing, they're hunting. One crew member peers at the live thermal feed. No crates, no nets, no gear. He says, all weapons and ladders. That's a boarding team. The Seahawk circles wide, silent but visible. The lead skiff doesn't flinch. Instead, it accelerates. The standoff back on the destroyer, the bridge is dead quiet. Every screen, every sensor focused on the boats. The crew knows the drill: de-escalate unless provoked. CIC to bridge, comes the voice over comms. Lead skiff closing 2.1 nautical miles. Time to intercept, 4 minutes. The captain doesn't move. Hold course. We stay cold, then it happens. The Seahawk's spotlight ignites, an intense, blinding beam cutting through the dawn haze and landing squarely on the lead skiff. The man at the tiller flinches, raising an arm to block the light. Another man stands, yelling, gesturing wildly. The boat wobbles, but it keeps coming. Now the destroyer takes its turn. The LRAD long-range acoustic device powers up. A single tone, then a piercing wall of sound. It's not just noise, it's a weaponized warning. The skiff shudders as the sound wave hits. The man on the bow drops to one knee, gripping the ladder. The others clutch their ears, confused, disoriented. Still no gunfire, still no retaliation. But the message couldn't be clearer. The turning point. From the air, the Seahawk's laser system flickers to life. A pulsing green dot lands directly on the skiff's deck, non-lethal, but unmistakable. "We're watching you," it says without words. Moments later, a red flare arcs from the destroyer's starboard launcher. It hisses through the air, burning bright against the pale morning sky. This time, it works. The skiff hesitates. Its engine sputters, then slows. One man raises both hands, palms open. The universal maritime gesture for surrender. The second skiff veers away. The third holds distance. 3 boats came looking for easy prey. Now one's drifting, one's fleeing, and one's rethinking everything. The U.S. Navy hasn't fired a single shot, yet control of the entire situation belongs to them. The aftermath. At 7:01 a.m., the ocean calms. The lead skiff drifts with its bow facing away. The right flanker begins turning east, slowly, deliberately. The last boat lingers, watching, waiting for a cue that never comes. On board, no one celebrates. The captain doesn't smile. The crew doesn't cheer. They just keep watching. Because professionalism isn't measured in noise. It's measured in restraint. Every second of footage, thermal, visual, radar, is archived. Because in international waters, evidence wins the argument. If there's ever a question, the Navy doesn't explain. It just presses play by 7:04 a.m. All 3 skiffs are turning away. No pursuit, no aggression, just presence. That's the real weapon. Reflection. The Gulf of Aden is one of the most dangerous shipping corridors on Earth. Over 20,000 vessels pass through each year. Oil tankers, cargo haulers, freighters, all easy targets for the desperate or the daring. Modern piracy isn't swashbucklers and sails. It's fiberglass boats, GPS, and AKS. It's business, and a dangerous one. But the U.S. Navy's answer isn't speed or aggression. It's discipline. Every destroyer here operates under strict engagement rules. Observe, document, deter. They don't act on emotion. They act on precision. The ship in this story didn't need missiles or guns. It used optics, sound, and posture. It used presence as a weapon. Because in these waters, dominance doesn't mean destruction. It means control. 3 skiffs came hunting a freighter. They left humbled, engines sputtering, pride dented, and every move they made recorded in crystal clear detail. The U.S. Navy doesn't just win battles. It wins without fighting them, through patience, precision, and posture. So next time a pirate crew spots a silhouette on the horizon, they might want to think twice before charging in. Because sometimes that cargo ship isn't cargo at all.